Beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. Yes, it's day 5, the day of unlocking the wisdom, unlocking the gems of the wonderful gift of language. So let's begin. Now, thank you for joining me. I am Crimey Queen. Thank you for joining us on this channel on the Us Ship, Us United Souls. And this is where we are going to take a tea break. I think we're going to begin with the number 5 to stay alive. Okay, so we are going to capture the day's energy. On my end, we would say the day is almost done. In the sense of, it's 5 p.m. after whatever time it is right now. However, it's about learning to capture the energy. These exercises is about learning the numerical vibrations. So by just exposing yourself to this, you are unlocking the gems within you. Let us not be deluded in our thinking that when we are learning something, that someone else is teaching us something completely new. They're only reminding us of what is within us, and by we remaining open, of course the word open equals 5, is that we are allowing the codes, the language to be ignited or activated within us, and of course we make use of or choose to make use of that which is unfolding. A beautiful representation of that is actually when I was doing my editing. So you can have a clip and just have a little clip. But on editing, you can kind of hinge onto the 2 arrows in, say, iMovie, for instance, but you could do this on most editing programs, I believe, but you can actually spread the shot by anchoring or holding onto the anchor and actually pulling or dragging, and then that unfolds the clip. It is amazing to see how one clip can stretch to infinity. And that in itself tells us that all of this is actually copies of our makeup. Just like you taking a photograph and you can copy it and you send it to Instagram, Facebook, and maybe all your friends have that, and that's what happens. Like something goes viral as well. So there are copies, it stretches. So everything that you are learning, or everything we are learning or being exposed to, we are giving ourselves an opportunity to actually activate or ignite that which is within us, because that's, you are that. Okay, you are the vault of all there is. You are the universe. You hear it all the time. And this is why I say be open, so you can know exactly what it is that you are going to at least allow yourself that chance of exposing or expressing, igniting or cultivating, whatever. And it's all for the art of self love, of course, because what you are is what you give out. So let's begin with of course, if you are new to this channel, let me thank you and welcome you for stopping by. Please subscribe, because we are wanting to grow as united souls. Yes, the united souls, that is the us. I call it the us ship, like a relationship. So it is us. We are us. Anytime you see US, it's about united souls. No one had told you that before, but that's what it is. And so this is why we actually use the word us as in our species. We say us to each other, meaning that you are united in that way. And so we are united on this journey. And I would ask that you, of course, explore the numerology and big numerology and spirituality for beginners. What I am aiming to do is actually put the link on each of these, so below in the description box somewhere around, so you can tap into this and you can understand all about how we encounter or embark on the 14 gods that we are the embodiment of, you will begin to understand all these gems that are being activated within us. And so I'm only a conduit of this message. So let us begin, and we are going to look at, we are now taking a break, of course. This is why we call it breaking the law of silence. So of course, as we do that, we offer that you, of course, take a break with us. This is breaking the law of silence, where we are uncovering gems, for cultivating the art of self-love. This is what I continue to say. So of course, get your cup, get your fruit, whatever it is, and let's, of course, be ignited. Here we are being ignited. Now, so let us look at the 5th. It is Wednesday. First of all, let's begin. Wednesday. Now, Wednesday is actually, I'll just do this so you can see in case you're new to this. So it's 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 1, 4, 1, 7. We add this up. This is 8, 12, 23, 23, 32, 37. 37 is actually 10. So what spirit has I feel we have done this before, and this was a lot of things that being exposed or being activated within me. So for instance, this is Pythagorean numerology we are here. But remember, everything is for a time and season, and some things are actually coming up to the surface at a certain time for our evolution. So we understand what is, we have, put it this way, all the resources for what we need. And now what Spirit is also telling me as well, it is very useful, although we acknowledge 10 as in TEN is actually 12, if you like, and 12 is 3. So there is a 3. Let's just do this. So it's saying 2, 5, 5, which is 12. Okay, but adding 1 plus 2 together is 3. But Spirit is also asking me to show, because again, it's like something unfolding. So you can stretching your clip from here to, say, Facebook. Perhaps it's the tapping that is being expressed or being revealed, that say, no, it doesn't just get there. You have to press on something. It's giving you all the vibration to tap into. And as I say, perhaps there has to be an emphasis. It's not like wrecking your brain to say, oh, I've got to get this right, and so on. Just trusting, be open, and saying, when you are ready to actually need to use numerology, for instance, that spirit that has been activated within you is just going to, rise to the surface, because your own willingness to do right is going to take priority. It's going to take precedence in your behavior. So that's why you need to be resourceful, of course. So what Spirit is now asking, of course, 2 plus 1 is 3, or 1 plus 2, because I'm reading like back to front here. So let's look at that. We see Wednesday is 10. Now 10, for instance, is the first numerical value for when we say, let there be light, and there was light. So the word let, which I see as encapsulating everything. It's the seed, if you like. The word let, for this magic that happened when the said God, which is one of the 14 gods, the 14 verbatim gods, said, let there be light. This is the God of speech, the God of wisdom, which equals 15. But the word 15 actually equals 11, comes to 11. So, and like wisdom also equals 11. So that tells you a lot about the God of wisdom. This is, you could imagine, had God said that if you eat of the fruit, you shall surely die, there was a question put to it in that way. So basically, is that is the God of language, the El God again. So now, so this is 352, and of course, this is 10. So we see the correlation here with Wednesday and 10. This also tells me, for just knowing about Wednesday, which is a day of wed day, the WED, it's a wedness day, you know, this is a day of joining together, and we have this like a series or a season, but Wednesday is actually asking you to do that. It's in the middle of days of Monday to Friday of the 5 days, so it's like saying, you know, you can take a left and a right and bring them together. This is, and marry them together. This is what it's saying here. So what spirit has been, or the verbatim gods right here working through me as the channel, is also saying, all right, it's like, you know, we are growing, so more and more there are levels to everything, if you like, levels to maths and algebra and whatever. So now spirit is showing us that take 10, look at 1 and do 1, because anytime something comes in the word form, this is what spirit is actually reminding us. In the word form, we do this. So you can actually capture the whole essence and vibration of what's underneath Wednesday's skirt. What the couple who have come together to wed, what have they got? What are they doing for their honeymoon? Oh, what are they breeding for their honeymoon? What is going to come out of them? Oh, okay. So 1 equals 16. Now the number 16, that tells us this number 16 is like infinite. If you ever really look at the number 16, which I have showed before, because again we have done 1 shows 16. If we were to do this, carry this formula over and over, we will see how we come into existence. Now remember, in the Garden of Eden, it was 2 people ate. 2 divided by 16, or 16 divided by 2, we will find 8. 2 eighths are 16. So that's why when 2 eighths come together, although adding together it's 7, but 7 is telling you they become one couple, one nation, one generation, one species, one people, one of whatever it is. Now we say 1 pen, but then there could be 1 box of pen, there could be 1 factory of pen, there could be a company, 1 company of pens. So this is what we are looking at. We are beginning to understand the numerical vibration of the numbers. So here we see 1 would give us again 16, just put it this way, and 6 actually is 16. So where do we end with this, people? Can you see the magic here? So how we have come into existence, you could say, 1 nation have gone through generations and generations, another 16 here. This 1 is giving us another 16 here, which of course, as we say, is 7, and it is telling you, yes, you are 7, and then another 16 here, and this 16, 1 plus, you know, it's telling you, yes, you are 7 here. So all these are ones, another 16 equals and 7, and it goes on. And that's how we are. That's how we have breathed. That's how 1 is like completeness, a sacred completion. This is the first number that gives you a complete sacred essence about it. Okay, well, you get my drift, so to speak. So we have seen here for 1 gives us 16, which is 7. And of course, not. Let's look at not. Because when it's 10, because 10 is actually the let there be, which has the seed, it's like showing us, it just wants to show us that not, although not is the incubation, not is the foundation, not is the womb, not is the sacrifice, if you like. It's like a mother could be with child, or some people have children and they don't even know, because they carry the child around, they're pregnant, and next thing they know they're giving birth to a baby. That's not in here. You're knotted, something is in here. Okay, so not, and that's what Christ represented as well. He was, we could say, the 13th person at the table. So he, for as the sacrifice, he was the embodiment, because this would be not, would be 5, 6, 2, adding this together. So we see is 4. And there, Spirit is asking us now, this is what we add these two together, gives us 11. And there we see we have this, which means that Wednesday has in it the full ability to create a lot after its kind, because one would be 7 and the other one is 7. But of course, this is where 7 plus 7 is 14, which is how we know that Jesus Christ, for instance, came from the lineage of generations of 14. This is what we have here. The word universe actually mirrors 14, as in 41. And so we can see that with all these 14s and 41, which actually equals 5, 5 which is house, 5 your 5 senses, the 5 oceans, the 5 continents, the 5 fingers, the 5 digits, and of course there are 4 fives, which is 20, which is 20 is telling us 20 equals 8. Of course, 8 is the symbol of infinity. This is where everything started, the 8 of the fruit. And if you do the numerical value for the word 8, it's 31. So 3 plus 1 is 4, and so we know that 4 is really the foundation. Okay, so this is what we are. So this is again as the foundation, that is not. Not is the foundation. Okay, so here we can conclude that Wednesday, of course, the two, the couple got together and they actually bore 2. Now, whether they bore 2 or not, but it's saying they found a way to be equal. This is it. They found a way to be equal. No, they found a way to lie in the same position, or they found a way to become whole, like they would be the plus sign. One goes across, one this way, whole, like they would be the plus sign. One goes across, one this way, male this way, female this way. This is the symbol, and your 2 arms, and this is the crucifixion. So basically the crucifixion, you could say in that sense, this is your north, south, east, and west. This is where you come to understanding, yes, I am that 4 elements. I am of the 4 this. When Jesus said, Father, Father, for instance, I don't know where the time is going. There's 18 minutes here on the clock. Okay, so Father equals 41. 3 plus 1 is actually 4. So that is the foundation here. Okay, we are having fun. I do look forward to doing live videos, so I'm also asking people to, of course, subscribe, so I could have enough people, then I can be eligible to do that. So this is one of the reasons. Okay, so let's look at the 5th. Okay, pens, pens, pens. The 5th, let's try this one. The 5th of the 1st, 2020. Okay, this is not so much better, is it? Okay, and so we add all this together. we can look at 5 as well. So 5 as well is key. We have said all what 5 is. 5 is key, 5 is home, 5 is anchor. You can look at the shape of 5. It is masculine and it's also feminine. That tells us, especially in its glad rags, when dressed up as the letter 5, it actually equals 6. So 5 is always holding something. Again, it is in the middle of numbers 1 to 9. So it is a channel. It opens, it comes into, it is the key, it is the home, it is the kundalini, it is the pyramid, it is anchor, it is, yes, chamber. This is what Jesus called, said to Luke, go to the preacher, the man with the water, and say we are ready to have our meal, whatever it is, in the high chamber. Okay, something to that effect. So let's add this up. Oh, I have 2020. 2020 did leave a mark on us, didn't it? Why am I having 2020? Why would I want to go back there? Anyway, all right. So perhaps this special tool or this tool wanted some special attention. So we have, of course, the year is a 6th year, as we continue to say. It's a year of impregnation. It's a year of conceiving ideas or projects or things like that. It's a year that is going to actually challenge us in some ways. But however, nonetheless, it is a year of great events, you could say. But having ended with 22, remember you are going to need to set some strong foundation. Now, I had looked onto something because I know, as I have done a video, that I feel that there is much more going to come out of China, and that we have not heard the half of it. But actually, what I just got to find out, that although there is a certain part of China, for instance, that are fully vaxxed, and of course, I'm not quite sure how to do this, but I like to maintain that, I can actually say what I want to say. Yeah, but but yet still, at the end of 2021, they had the highest number of people who were contaminated, people who are affected, rather. So, they have actually got the highest ratio of people who have been affected. So, that really tells us this 2022 is actually forming a kind of foundation that is very, very challenging. Okay, so 246, and of course this is 6. Now this also reminds me the date here, knowing that we have Wednesday, which also gives us a perfect 11, where it's saying that the two sets of gods, they are coming together, they are there, and you can access the gods and have a ritual or whatever it is. They come under the umbrella of God, if you like, however you want to term it. But I really want to show you that all of what we have been taught is that it has taken precedence or residence in our material world, in our physiology. This is why you have the caduceus with the two serpents giving you the remedy, which is said the remedy for whatever it is the pharmaceutical industry decides to give. So this is the symbol of the caduceus right there. But this, I want to show that that's the word. I wouldn't be surprised if we dig deep, that it was on a Wednesday that Adam and Eve ate of the fruit. Oh, okay. So I'm just saying, because this is where the two comes together. Adding this together is 5. Now 5 also. So now we have gotten the babies, if you like. We have seen what the couple have done, with their perfect. The word perfect equals 47, and of course 3 plus 7 is 10. So we have seen that this perfect union have actually showed us how they can breed too. As it were, we could say Adam and Eve actually had Cain and Abel. So just giving you this as again like it were Sarah and Abraham in the Bible, and they had Isaac and Ishmael. Well, so it goes on. It's always about twins. W. This is the W. This the letter W actually means W. So let's do this in a way you can see this. And so let's capture the whole vibration as we have said. Let's look at 10 as we add all this together. 2, 4, 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. We have that. And of course, we have the numerical vibration for Wednesday. We know 22 is actually, it's like 2, 2, which actually forms the whole. So basically, we do 2, which is 13. And we've done this, and 4, and another 2, which is 13, and of course is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Infinite 8. So this is really like a template. Is actually asking you to set in that template. Now, would you have thought that actually 8 would have come into this equation? This is how, of course, our energy is like there's energy that we are actually exercising or exerting, and sometimes, of course, as above so below, so we only look at the end result. But there we are, as above so below, or as within so without. And so Wednesday, that's what Wednesday does. It's actually in the middle of the week. So basically, the middle of the week, I can hear the spirit of sound mind saying, well, it must be in the middle of the strong as well. So it's in the middle. It's like 5, exactly like 5. So let us recap. So we have our total number 8, but let's look at the significance of the children that Wednesday have born. 11 is you can actually start and stop with 11. So do anchor onto this wisdom, because and that's what wisdom is about, people. Let's show you. WISDOM, which is 6 letters again. It's wise, but it's also saying the W is you and I. We are double, you and I right here. And this could also pertain to the children that has been born, because we learn about ourselves through our children, or any interest or activity we may indulge in. And with the I, the S is the serpent. Again, IS, 2W is the dome. The dome hair could be seen in a physical way as the breast. Most people like, as the buttocks. People say, or the mouth, M for mouth or mother. This is what McDonald's has hinged on. This is the wisdom hair. And wisdom come again to 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. So, just to recap, let's look at the date as in number 12. I want to show you the last bit about 12 as we had seen, just to show you the makeup, the vibration. So, but 12 is the 2 months of the year. There's another way I'm trying to see how, because I'm feeling just to try and explain how the year is. 12 is actually giving you sections of the motion. Sections, it's 12 sections. Of course, we know it's to do with the zodiac signs. It's the hours of the day, 12 months of the 12 hours of the day, 12 hours for night, 12 months of the year, 12 zodiac signs, and or whatever else 12 there is. So 12 is actually giving us an insight of the segments of what is whole. So zodiac is made up of 12 signs. The 24-hour clock of the day, 12 hours of the night. So this is what we are talking about, so you can see how the, or understand how the energy unfolds in three. Hence they say the Trinity. So, or just being exposing ourselves to that, you're actually like putting yeast to the dough that is within you. Do re mi, you know, you're actually igniting, and just by saying, oh well, how did she get that number or something like this, your subconscious mind goes into mode, and maybe when least expected, or even unconsciously, you are getting answers, your questions answered. So you may not even realize that you are actually transferring one wisdom and bringing it into another. Just as this is actually being transferred, you could say, into McDonald's, as I have showed. The wisdom, when we say of wisdom, we probably have such a spiritual connotation to it. But then when you look at the word itself, oh, you could see that McDonald's, of course, is has done this. And there is a hole. It's like whether it was breast hair, whether it was buttocks, and people, of course, are making choices about, oh, I want the breast, I want the leg, the thigh, the this, the that. And of course, you are there. The serpent is hair. D is in the middle, for instance. Hair, the two letters in the middle come into five, which is like saying there's a key hair, for instance. Well, we won't go into that. You could see how the spiritual aspect of it, the is hair, or the we, which is all of this wisdom hair, has been tapped into from what we have been taught as a spiritual idea, but we tend not to pay much attention to it. So again, if we did the middle of this to see the vibration, or we could say the generations of 14 right in the middle, we could say the two serpents adding 7 plus 7 together, 14, are there. They come into this middle part there. They are on we, and they are also on. So it's like the spectrums of wisdom, where you may be on your we device or whatever it is, and another one is on their doing their mantra. Well, that's wisdom. That wisdom is about having a laugh. Okay, so I hope you get this, and I may have to do this in two parts. I'm not quite sure, and I feel that again, yes. I'm just seeing, was there anything else to say? But I feel that one more thing on 37, when we do the word perfect in numerology, it actually comes to 37. So that is telling you a lot about Wednesday. No one's singing about they don't like Wednesday. They sing, I don't like Monday, but Wednesday is really the day for, getting together. Okay, now you don't have to get together with someone else. Remember about the clip, things go from different direction. You're, just putting out who you are out there in some way. Go to the mirror. There's you and I in the mirror. And just do exactly, because at least you will know that whatever you put out is going to be reflected exactly back to you in the mirror. And of course, remember to like and subscribe and stay ignited. 47 minutes on the